I don't hustle harder. I system smarter. Okay. I made that up. My business flows even when I'm offline. And here's how. If you've been wondering how I show up calm, very much consistent, and cash flow ready without consistently launching, this episode or this video right here is your peek behind the scenes. All right, so let's talk about my full soft life business ecosystem, and I'm going to explain this step by step. I am Sharita Deloach, so hey girl, and I teach women how to build a soft life business. I'm leveraging a turnkey digital franchise business. So I also teach simple systems and daily peace as the goal. Okay, this is for the woman who's tired of doing everything, use every tool and still not feeling stable in your business. I've been there. And today I'm going to walk you through my full ecosystem. I used to run my soft life business step by step. Okay. So before I discovered this ecosystem, okay, I was scattered with content and platforms. Okay. Your girl was everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, of course, YouTube, Substack, Medium. The girl was trying to be everywhere. Okay. I was juggling freebies, books, launches, a lot, exhausted from always creating, especially creating from scratch, confused about what actually mattered. Like the activities that I will do that will move the needle in my business. Okay. And also stuck in that hustle, craving peace about around anything, everything in my business that actually mattered. Okay. So we're going to talk about that. That's why I wanted to do this video around my ecosystem, because I know so many women that have, so many ideas and you're everywhere doing this. But I find that when you're everywhere, you don't get an opportunity, you're not focused, you'll find yourself overwhelmed. And if you're like me, I had found myself every month when the new month will come in, I would start over. I'm like, okay, this is a new month. I am going to do this, and this. I'm going to create this. I might create this challenge, create this course. I'm going to sell this. And then when I got into the knee deeps of creating, I was tired. I was like, you know what? We'll start over again next month. Let me know in the comments if you were the same. Let me please don't make me feel like I was by myself. Okay. I was doing all the things, freebies. How many of you had about 15, about 10 different freebies? Me too. Me too. Digital products, coaching, funnels, but nothing flowed together. I was showing up every day. So I didn't have a problem with being consistent. Okay. But it wasn't building anything stable. I was everywhere all over the place. My business felt like more than a burden than it did a blessing. How many of you feel like that? Like everything for me changed when I stopped chasing trends and I started building an ecosystem. I read something recently on Substack, I believe. And let me see if I can find it really, really quick. It's on Substack. And it resonated with me so deeply because I believe that I shared it too. So let me go to my page really, really quick. And this is why I am a fan of building ecosystems, especially for us women. Those of us that have other things going on, like I homeschool. If you're married, if you're single, you may have a demanding job right now. Even your business right now, you may have a demanding coaching business. I believe that women like us that want these soft business, see how that lady sitting up there? This is what I'm talking about. That right there, she looks soft. Okay, she looked like she is relaxing with her coffee. Okay, with her laptop on her lap. She's probably working in a coffee shop. She has no worries. Okay, she looks good. This is what I'm talking about. This is what soft life is for me. Okay, this is how I live my everyday life. Okay, I come to my desk. I have a desk right here in my bedroom, so I make my space nice and soft, and I make my space very nice and girly. See the things on my wall. So I make my space really, really soft. And I believe us women, we need to be able to have these soft businesses. But I found that post I was talking about. Okay. This is from Susan Hines. She is on Substack, and I shared this last week. She said, creative women are not meant to work 9 to 5s. We're meant to work part time by leveraging our gifts on the internet, having plenty of free time to work out, cook nurturing meals, and relax with our families. You have a beautiful, incredible gifts that could easily be monetized. The only thing holding you back is a belief you're not ready. Now, I know that she didn't use the word ecosystem, but I think that was the post I was talking about. But anyways, that post, let's flow with that post. That post right there is amazing because as women, that's what we deserve. We deserve these soft businesses. We're not men. We're not trying to compete with men. I'm not trying to compete with a man. Okay. I'm not trying to compete with my husband. I let him do the husband duties, and I'm going to be the woman and do the woman duties, right? I'm going to come online, make my money online in the most soft way as possible. And we as women need ecosystems. And when I say ecosystems, we don't need to hustle. We need our business to flow. We need our businesses that could run with a rhythm. Like, so that means sometimes it may be boring, but it has a rhythm, one that makes sense. Like for me, it had to make sense for my values, for my energy, and my family. And you may be feeling the same way. And let me tell you, girl, this is possible because I found the way. Okay. After I've been searching, I found the way. Okay. Now let's talk about what is a soft life ecosystem. It's content that creates connection. So at the top of our funnel is our content. Okay. This is why I don't believe in creating a whole lot of freebies. Your content is the freebie. So when someone discovers you, they're going to discover you via content. And you're going to see in my ecosystem why I do the things that I do. All right. Why I'm strategic in the way I am, because I want to be discoverable. I don't like chasing people. I didn't have to chase my husband. Okay. I let him chase me. I'm not chasing down people. That's not in my energy. And I'm saying all this to say, not because I'm lazy, because I've tried to chase them before. It just never works out for me. It never works out for me. I make the most money when I use my content to attract buyers. Even before, when I was selling a lot of digital products, being in digital publishing space, writing articles every day, all day, doing my writing duties, writing my books and things like that, I still attracted people to me. And that's why I love using or leveraging SEO friendly platforms. I'm talking about searchable platforms in my business. Okay. Platforms that repurpose with purpose. Okay. My ecosystem, I have a daily method that protects my peace. Okay. A daily method. That means this is not a business that I start and stop. This is a business that I'm fully committed. I'm fully committed to my buyer. I'm fully committed to myself because this is the life that I want to live. I'm fully committed to my business. Okay. And a system that runs even when you rest. Okay. So this isn't just a content strategy that I'm sharing. It's an energy strategy. I'm not just building a brand. I'm building a business that supports how I want to live. Okay. So you'll hear me teach here on my YouTube all about building an ecosystem, your content being your ecosystem that's working. So we're going to pull all this together. So this is going to be good. Okay. This is going to be good. This is my personal business ecosystem. YouTube. You see me on YouTube now? This is my anchor content. You're going to always find Sharita here on YouTube. Okay. You're going to find all my content here on YouTube. Now, I've been cleaning up my content at the time of this recording, so you may not find a whole lot right now because my videos are unlisted. And I'm part of shifting things in my business. I needed to shift how it's showing up in my content. Okay. And my past content, even though all of it was good, it was not a representation on what I wanted to represent. Okay. But YouTube is the anchor. This video right here, for example, is my anchor content. All right. Pinterest. Pinterest is my traffic driver. So every single time that I upload a YouTube video, I have ChatGPT to create me Pinterest pins. And with Pinterest, you can put a link to drive traffic to something. That's what Pinterest is. It's just a traffic driver. Pinterest is not a platform that you will use to be social on. Okay. It's for driving traffic. So when I create a YouTube video, I'm going to have ChatGPT pins, 3 to 5 Pinterest pins that's going to drive traffic to that one video. Okay. That's a part of my method. All right. That I do in my business. Also, I'm going to take that same anchor content. Now, I'm not doing all this in one day. Okay. Please know that I'm not doing all this in one day. No, honey. The method that I don't do this every day. So, and then I have a blog post. YouTube. This is why I love AI. I'm just so thankful for AI. So AI helps me I take the transcript of my video and I turn it into a blog post on my website at sharitadeloach.com. You go to sharitadeloach.com, you will see my blogs. Okay. That's my searchable hub. That's my home. All right. I'm not saying you have to have a website. There are plenty of places you can create blogs. If you don't have a website, you can use places like medium.com. You can use Substack. You can also, if you use the tool System.me, you can create a blog there. Okay. I've always been a WordPress girl. My husband built my WordPress website years ago. I always had it. So I'm leveraging it. Okay. It's my home. When you search for me, when someone Googles Sharita Deloach, my website is the first thing that's going to pull up. So it's important for me to keep it updated. Okay. And by keeping it updated, it means I'm always every week posting at least 1 or 2 blogs a week. Okay. So my next place is Substack. You're going to hear about Substack. I have a weekly newsletter. Okay. That I have on Substack. Okay. Also have a podcast on that newsletter as well. You get an opportunity to, if you want to record a podcast. You see where I'm going here? And I spelled Trello. That's supposed to be Trello, y'all, not Rillo. You see where I'm going here? I am leveraging platforms that are SEO friendly. That means searchable. So when you start learning and when people start searching for a soft life business on Google, somewhere in there, Sharita Deloach should come up because I'm making so much content around that, because I'm branding myself as that soft life CEO that, and I'm leveraging a done for you business. That's my vehicle. Right? That's my vehicle that I talk about in my videos. So my podcast is a part of that ecosystem. My podcast goes out every week. The last time I checked my stats, we had over 630 something people download episodes of my podcast called Her Soft Business Blueprint. That's the same thing I call my newsletter that's hosted on Substack. And let me tell you, I'm so proud. And I only have like 12 episodes, 11 or 12 episodes. And we already have over 600 downloads. So we'll be close to 1,000 in no time. Okay. See, I'm multiplying. I'm still using the same anchor content. Again, I'm not doing this all in one day. This is a part of my daily method. So one day I do the YouTube video. The next day I'm going to do the Pinterest pins. The next day I'm going to do the blogs. I do with my blogs as well as my Substack and my podcast. I have ChatGPT to create me pick to those. You see how I'm doubling up. So when you search me, your girl, that's how I'm trying to be everywhere. Okay. This is how I'm trying to be omnipresent. It's by repurposing. So with the help of AI, this has helped me to do this faster. I always done this in some form or fashion as a digital publisher, but now it's helping me faster because I know how to create my own pins, but now I'm using ChatGPT to help me to create them faster. Okay. And then Trello, not Rillo. Trello, typo. Okay. This is my daily business HQ. That means this is where I go to keep myself organized. All right. And a part of having a soft life business, you got to be organized. We don't fly by the seat of our pants when it comes to our content. We're very organized women. Okay. This is what we do. Now, these aren't random platforms that I use. They work together. You see how they work together. I'm getting ready to show you that. They each have a job in the ecosystem. Let me break down each one by one. Okay. So first of all, before I do, here's my newsletter. Okay. I do a lot of these deep dives in writing because I absolutely am a writer. So I leverage Substack. If you want to be a part of my newsletter, it's a free newsletter. You do get the option to upgrade to the $8 a month. I have some women, shout out to you women that upgraded to $8 a month. With that, when you get more, I do some more posts for you where it's just locked down for paid people. You get more breakdown of things. So yeah, but if you sign for free start, you get weekly emails, the newsletter. Also, podcast episode. There are already some over there for you to binge watch. I talk a lot of behind the scenes, like really what I do beyond YouTube. I mean, like you like to read like me, you like to learn, that's the place for you. Okay. So go to mysoftlibebiz.com/newsletter. I also put the link in the description. Okay. All right, so let's get back into my ecosystem. So YouTube, this is my weekly anchor, my long form, high value content like this. It's repurposed into everything else, even my shorts. It drives traffic to my system, which is mysoftlibebiz.com, and my email list. So when you go to mysoftlibebiz.com, okay, that's my system that I use. That's what I'm selling. Okay. When you want to learn more about that, you put your name and your email addresses. This is how I'm building my email list at the same time. So those that don't want to buy at the moment, I have some that buy right away. They say, you know what, I want to do what you're doing, Sharita. Let me learn. Let me get in your atmosphere, girl. Okay. Let me learn what you learning. I want to learn what you learning. I want to do what they purchase $599 to get access to my system. So what I'm selling, you get to sell too. Okay. And teach you how to be a good reseller, right? So you don't have to create anything from scratch. There's no need. YouTube is that's where I do my deep teaching lives, is where I do live streams. One good YouTube video can feed my whole content flow for the week and work for me long after I post. That's why I love YouTube. I love blogs. I love Pinterest. Those things work for me. Now, I'm not saying that Facebook, Instagram, and all those things are not good. Platforms is gone. It's after that. People are not thinking about that. In order for you to stay top of mind on those platforms, you got to keep posting. So I decided I didn't want to do that. Okay. So YouTube is, okay. That's my traffic machine. Okay. It's designed for search and clicks. People don't go there to socialize. They go to click and look and buy. I create pins for my YouTube and my blog. I sometimes do that with my podcast. I do it for my podcast as well. It's great for consistent cold traffic. The more pins you put out there, the more people can click on your stuff. I don't really have any pins. I have a couple pins out there that leads directly to my business. But most of the time, most of my pins lead individuals to my blogs, my YouTubes, my newsletter on Substack, or my podcast. So it leads there. I may have a few pins that lead directly to the business, but more than likely it leads to those things. Because my goal is to drive traffic from there, because I know who I'm talking to. So the women that I work with love to read. We don't have a problem with reading. We love to, learn. And so because I know she loves to learn, like that's where blog posts, she loves to read blogs. I do too. I love to read books and all those things. I love to read articles. That's why I love Substack. So that's how we use Pinterest. Okay. Pinterest is my search engine friend. So it sends people to my blog and videos over and over with no extra content, just repurpose. Now, my blog is my home base. This is each post mirroring my YouTube videos. I even put my YouTube videos in my blogs. Okay. This boosts SEO. SEO stands for search engine optimization plus authority. It also collects leads from new visitors. So I always put my link to my Soft Life business in there. And you know, when people want to opt in. All right. Remember, we're not doing a whole lot of freebies and all that stuff. I tried that, y'all. It just most of the time it's a waste of time. You might as well directly send people to buy what you want them to buy, but collect their email address before you do. Okay. My blog is where my content becomes searchable, evergreen, and official. It builds trust and it also builds my email list. All right. So my newsletter is my weekly touch. Okay. Her soft business blueprint that's on Substack. Weekly stories, strategy, and system tips. It also deepens trust and drives conversions as well. One of the things that I'm getting ready to implement at the time of this recording is Substack gives you the opportunity to have a group chat. Those that subscribe to my newsletter, you will be a part of that group chat. Now I'm not trying to spam you, okay? That gives me a little bit more proximity to you and you to me. That will be basically my community. Okay. So instead of having like a school community, I'm going to treat Substack like that. Okay. So my Substack, this is the heartbeat of of what I'm doing. It's where I show up consistently for women I serve. So that's why I'm implementing that message that give you that clarity, no pressure. It's just value. You know, I'm not there to sell you on anything. I'm not even here to sell you here on YouTube. My goal is to teach from my heart what I'm doing. So you can, in fact, say, if you want to do it too, you do this too. Okay. Now, podcast is my audio reach, repurpose YouTube into audios. This reaches the busy women in their rhythm already. You already have a business. So okay, while I'm cooking, folding laundry, there's no extra work for me. It's just remixing. Okay. So I have a podcast for that. My podcast lives on my Substack. Okay, it lives on my Substack. That means it's hosted there. It is on Apple and Spotify, but I get to upload it on Substack as well. Again, it gives me extra leverage when it comes to my content. Okay. Some women watch my YouTube videos. Some women love to. My podcast lets me show up in both places with no extra creation on my part. Okay, it's just conversion for me. Okay, that's what that does for me. Now Trello, you hear me talk about Trello. This is my business brain. Now Trello equals my digital command center, my weekly content plan. I track my to-dos, my launches, if I have them, income, and more. She tells me what to do every day. Okay, she keeps me on task. So the girl know what she supposed to be doing every day. Okay, because I'm not winging it. Okay, I'm not flying out of the seat of my pants. Trello really keeps me grounded, organized, and focused on my daily method of operation, not random busy work. That's why I take my business very, very seriously. And this is how everything flows together. YouTube to blog to Pinterest to Substack to podcast. Okay. Remember, everything gets Pinterest pins, YouTube videos, blogs, Substack, podcast gets Pinterest pins, and Trello really just the glue that helps the flow together. Okay. This is how I'm able to stay visible without being everywhere every day. And this is not magic. It's so much momentum. One piece feeds the ecosystem that I love. Okay. So my daily method, and when you invest in the turnkey business, digital profits, I'm going to talk about that in a moment, where you get you get a digital product you can sell for $500 plus. Imagine waking up to a $500 plus sales from something that you are selling that you did not have to create. I did not have to create digital profits. We have weekly mentorship, ongoing training. It's just been amazing. I've shifted my business since April 2025, and this is the easiest I have been able to do business, and I'm just so grateful. But what you will learn once after you get your systems, you're gonna go into Reseller Gold Mine, and Reseller Gold Mine is gonna show you how to create your daily method of operation What do you need to be doing on a daily basis? So mine isn't complicated. I record a YouTube video. I repurpose with intention. I email my list. I use Trello daily. I stay in alignment and not anxiety. Okay. Trello really does. She's that girl. She helped me to keep it all together. This is how I run a full-time business without full-time stress. I create once, repurpose with intention, and use Trello to keep my head clear and my business moving. And yes, absolutely, I have the opportunity of recording a Trello training in our system as well. So you're going to learn from Juan. Okay. Not only am I a reseller of this business, I'm also a contributor. So I contribute to the community. All right. I contribute. That's what I love. Okay. Digital Profits You is definitely free. If you don't need to create more products. Okay. You want to flow. You don't need more hustle. You need harmony. You need organization. You need structure in your business. I want to show you what's possible. Okay. So again, Digital Profits You is my system that I sell. It is a done for you business. Okay. So you ever heard of a franchise? This is how I call it. It's a franchise business. You get the product, it's already done for you. It's an in-demand product. Okay. You get exclusive digital marketing training. We even teach you how to take your digital marketing skills, turn them into extra income. Yes, absolutely. Into extra income. All right. You get your system set up. You just look at the videos and get your System Me account set up. Very easy. Sit down and I did mine in a weekend. Other tools and things like that. You get 30 days of mentorship with me. So I can help you to get your systems. We take the first week to get your system set up, and then you can go on out here to resell. Okay. And this product, everything that we learn in here, if anybody wants to, whoever you speak to, we all have a different message. That's the thing. We help you to get clarity on your messaging, who you're talking to. So we do go through those things right there, right? You will learn who you want to talk to, what platform you want to be on, your daily method. This is a full business, okay? This is not like a get rich quick, okay? This is not, we don't just teach you to resell, okay? We teach you to resell, but the same skills that I'm learning with reselling is you can apply this stuff to anything. But we also, again, give you a digital marketing training library. And guess what? With this digital marketing training library, you get the downloads. So you get the opportunity to download those trainings if you want to reuse them for something else. Maybe you want to add this to your already business. There's some women that do that. They add these trainings into their already business for their already customers. You can do that as well. You don't have to necessarily resell it like me, but if you want a softer way, that's what I'm teaching you. Okay. Because this product is in demand. People are looking for it. Okay. So I want you to tell me in the comments, which platform are you focusing on right now? Okay. Which platform are you focusing on right now? Drop it below and let's chat in the comments. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that I said something that really, really, really resonated with you. Again, you want to come over and join Digital Profits You. The investment is $599. You go to mysoftlifebiz.com. I also put the link in the description for you to grab hold of it as well. Okay, so there we have it. That's my ecosystem. I hope they helped you to get your wheels spinning. No, you don't have to have an ecosystem like mine, but I wanted you to how I work. Okay, how I'm able to make sales in my business, how I'm able to really have a soft life business, and I'm repurposing what I'm already doing. All right, so until the next time, my dear, have a great one. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell to know. I'll see you next time, girl. Matter of fact, I want to see you in office hours. Yeah, I want to see you there. I want to see you in office. Oh, matter of fact, if you need a payment plan, we do partner with Kalana and Afterpay too. Okay. You get that opportunity too to offer the same to your customers, just in case people need payment plans. So you don't have to be responsible for if people make their payments. No, we're gonna put that on Kalana Afterpay. And don't be ashamed. Your girl used Afterpay too. I used Afterpay when I first signed up too. And it's okay. And I made my first sale within 30 days. I had it paid off. Okay. But I want to help you to get there. All right. I want to help you to get there with my mentorship. And I want to see you in office hours. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye, girl.